ibang landas namin ni Bobby at tadhana rin na gumawa ng paraan para magkaroon ng katuparan. Hindi ito isang lingkong pag-ibig, kundi isang bigarang tampuhan at suyuan. Ganun pa man, gaano man kahaba ang procession, sa simbahan pa rin ito magtatapos. This is the story we would like to share today, not of our achievements, but of God's faithfulness. A journey of learning that is truly means to trust in the Lord with all your hearts.
Happy anniversary, BCBP Legazpi. I am Martin Ababa from the town of Kasiguran, but now a resident of Sorsogon City. I am a businessman engaged in fuel retail industry and managing several commercial leasing units.
Magandang hapon po, BCBP, and welcome to Breakfast Marina. Happy 32nd anniversary to everyone. I am Chief Blashan from Ayingay, La Union. Ilocana po ako, but now Bilocana. But since 2001, by destiny, Sorsogon City became my permanent home. I am happily married to Bobby, kaya po ababag na po ako ngayon. And we are blessed with a son, CJ. I am just a small-time businesswoman managing a convenience store and a water refilling station. We are members of BCBP Sorsogon chapter since 2008 and serving in various capacities. The theme of our life and faith journey is taken from the Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Kaya ng sinabi ni Padre kanina, trust in the Lord with all your heart. It is divided into 3 parts. First part, as young dreamers. Second, shaped by trials and responsibilities. And the third part, a life of faith, service, and leadership.
So, umpisa natin ang part 1, as young dreamers. During the 1970s and 80s, the Focolare movement gained tremendous momentum in the Philippines, capturing the hearts of many young people and professionals. Its vision of building universal brotherhood and a united world through the gospel deeply resonated with countless seekers, including me. As a third-year medical technology student, I found myself profoundly inspired by this movement. It stirred within me a deep desire to search for God's purpose in my life. During that period of discernment, Papa gave me this heartfelt advice. Sabi niya, Bobby, you're at one of the most important crossroads of your life. Pray earnestly and discern wisely so that you will have no regrets in life. Rest assured, your mama and I will support you wholeheartedly. At the age of 21, after much prayer and discernment, I made one of the most difficult decisions in my life. I let go of my lifelong dream of becoming a physician and answer God's call, even without knowing where it would lead. I joined the Dominican Order in 1982. Sumama ko sa mga Spanish Dominicans because during that time, ang mga Filipino Dominicans, wala silang mission outside the Philippines. And I really want to be a missionary. After 2 years of postulancy, I was sent to Madrid, Spain for a special program in religious formation, spirituality, and theology, while serving my first missionary assignment among the marginalized Spanish Gypsies, also known as Gitanos. The community was located in a huge landfill similar to Payatas. That first-hand experience of rampant poverty and discrimination opened my eyes to the huge inequality among God's children. My 5 years stint in Spain gave me also opportunities to work with many Filipino migrant workers, as well as underwent various mission works in different parts of Europe and the United States. Kahit saan ako mapunta, merong tahanang nagpatuloy at pamilyang kumugkop sa akin. Patunay ito na kung uunahin lang natin ang kaharian ng Diyos, ang iba pang bagay ay kusang ipagkakawag niya sa atin.
Being the eldest in the brood of five, I took it upon myself the responsibility to help my parents in their financial struggles. Our current condition improved when my father got a job in Saudi Arabia. Unfortunately, kasabay na paggaan ng aming buhay, ang pagkasira naman ng relasyon ng aming mga magulang. Pakiramdam ni nanay, siya po'y pinagtataksilan ni tatay sa kabila ng mapait na katotohanan. Minsan na siyang pinagtabuyan ng kanyang mga magulang dahil pinaglaban niya ang kanyang pagmamahal. Okay ka yung pagmamahal mo? Mula noon, parang asot po sa ang kanilang pagsasama. But they were still blessed to have celebrated their golden wedding anniversary, which Bob and I gifted them. 2 years later, my father died due to health complications noong 2015 po. While still in college, I was already so focused on working abroad that I directed all my energy and savings to this trade. Singapore was my first workplace as a domestic worker before transferring to Hong Kong. After a series of job hopping, I was employed as a corporate secretary in an international construction firm. At sa Hong Kong nga, ang unang pinagtagpo ng tadhana ang aming magkaibang landas ni Bobby.
Before the end of 1989, I received my second missionary assignment, this time covering Hong Kong and Macau. Nandun na para sa loob. Kaya, malalaman mo talaga kung naghihintay, kung saan ang direksyon nito. While pursuing my master's studies in education management, I was appointed as representative to the Dominicans Justice in Peace in the Far East. Feeling like a seasoned missionary, this time I totally devoted myself to the academy, teaching at various colleges in Hong Kong and Macau. I also collaborated with various groups of Filipino migrant workers, attending to their spiritual formation and fighting for their rights, though hindi ako sumasali sa rally only through education. Some of my companions dreaded that my many apostolates might eventually burn me out. Unlike my first missionary assignment, this time I experienced the so-called dark night of the soul. Not because God had abandoned me. On the contrary, I was the one who repeatedly abandoned Him, forgetting the words of Mother Teresa de Calcutta, that God called me not to be successful, but to be faithful. Nakakalungkot, pero totoo pala. Nakakalasing din ang sobrang tagumpay, making me more dependent on my own capabilities rather than on the one who empowered me, the one who qualified me. Despite my repeated wrongdoings during those 18 long years as a missionary, God still loved me as He spared me from terrible tribulations, though there were times my spirit was near breaking point. Looking back, I realized that everything is purely God's grace and mercy, and there is nothing I could boast about but my weaknesses.
Joining a religious community strengthened my Christian values and deepened my relationship with Jesus, personal relationship with Jesus. During moments of uncertainty and confusions, God's promise of "Be not afraid, I am with you always" from the prophet Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Verse 10. Sustain my wavering spirit. My journey continued from Hong Kong to the United States, where I worked as a governess. That opportunity also allowed me to travel across the country, including a memorable holiday in Hawaii. Eventually, God led me to the United Kingdom, where I work as a personal assistant and a caregiver to an elderly matriarch. Actually po, nakuha ko na ang residence ko sa London. Pero give up ko pa rin dahil kay Bobby. Dahil ako sa kanya natin, sa London kami titira. Tapos sabi niya, ayaw daw niya lumaki ang anak niya na walang kamag-anak. Yeah. Ito po, nandito kami. Kung hindi, siguro wala kami sa DCTV. Wala kami sa Ralandinyo, at hindi rin namin kami kasama. God is always works in mysterious ways. So, through God's abundance grace, coupled with perseverance and hard work, I succeeded in improving my family financial situation. Looking back, I can clearly see that every step of my 20 years journey as an OFW was guided by God's loving hand. Even when I could not fully understand His plans, He remained faithful. As young dreamers, our journeys were different, yet Bobby and I learned the same lesson. God's plans unfold beautifully when we place our complete trust in Him.
So, Chit stayed 20 years overseas. Ako naman, 18 years as a missionary. Part 2, shaped by trials and responsibilities. As the years passed, a growing concern weighed heavily on my heart. My parents were advancing in age, and our family businesses needed someone to carry the responsibility forward. For years, I wrestled with this inner struggle, torn between my missionary vocation and my responsibility to my family. Once again, Papa gave me his long advice, his loving advice, to pray earnestly and discern wisely. Leaving behind the sanctuary of the convent life, the structure, the spiritual discipline, the rhythm of community living, the security it offered, and the joy of missionary work was one of the most difficult decisions I have ever made. As I stepped into a completely different world, I was filled with uncertainty. Nandiyan din ang takot sa aking puso dahil sa sinasabi nilang karma, dahil daw sa pagtalikod ko sa aking bukasyon. Yet despite all those fears, I placed all my trust in God, surrendering everything into His hands. The unwavering love, siguro pagkakaiba ko sa mga ibang lumabas, because I have the unwavering love, understanding, and support of my family. This dispelled my fears and eased my transition from a religious life to a secular life. Looking back now, I realized that God was not asking me to abandon actually my vocation. He was simply calling me to live it in a different way.
As I look forward to permanently settle down in the United Kingdom, muling pinagtagpo ng tadhana ang landas namin ni Bobby through the efforts of his father and his elder sister in Australia. Kaya nagkaroon pa rin ng happy ending ang naudlot naming pagmamahalan. Actually po, ang ama niya sumulat sa aming mga magulang from Sorsogon to Alaminos. Tapos yung ate niya, sila rin ang nag-confirm na sila ang bahala sa kasal sa Australia. Ano pa pipiliin ko, di ba? Speaking with, may maganda na akong trabaho sa London, uuwi ako, magpapakasal, wala na akong gagastusin. So, salamat din. Hindi ko mabuti nagsisihan. He surprised me with a scheduled wedding in Australia on November 21, 2001, a decade after the faithful encounter. 3 years later, we had our sacramental wedding at Fatima Church in Sorsogon. Sabi nila, kung ano daw buhay namin pagkatapos ng kung itong pinasukan namin. Hanggang ngayon po, masasabi ko na taas noo kaming dalawa na wala kaming nilalag. Binigyan kami ni Lord ng blessing. At least, tsaka may isa pa na binigay ni Lord. Nagkaroon din kami ng chance na pumunta sa Israel, sa Holy Land. Nakapag-renew rin kami ng vows doon. Ano pa po ang hihingin ko kay Lord? Kundi, pasasalamat ko na lang. This coming November, we will be celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary. For our long-distance relationship had its share on high and lows. But through the years, we remained steadfast in our love and commitment. Joy and contentment finally filled our home with the arrival of our CJ on January 2004. His birth became one of God's greatest blessings, bringing new meaning and purpose to our life. Our marriage, though built on love and hope, was not without its trials. We faced seasons of anxiety, sorrows, and conflict. Yet, through every difficulty, we continue to grow together, strengthened by love, perseverance, and God's abiding grace.
Sabi ko nga, napakaswerte ko siguro sa lahat ng lalaki na nandito. Kasi, nung namagitan kami sa bahay nila, wala kaming dinasto, wala kaming kadala-dala. Pagdating namin doon, ang daming handa ng mga in-laws ko. Pagkatapos ang nag-uusap, sabi ni Kakay, dali mo ng anak ko. Saan ka nakita namin? Kasi sa mga baon namin pagkain, kasi yung anak nila, hindi kayo na Kami sa natatawa kami sa aming buhay, pero ang aming buhay, katulad na ng sinabi ni Chip, hindi naman talaga ito sa pamamasyal sa party. Sinubok ng tadhana. Ilang beses na sinubok din ng tadhana ang katatagan ng aming pananampalataya. Lalo na when Chip suffered one miscarriage after another. In both instances, the pregnancies ended at only 12 weeks. These heartbreaking losses deeply shook our faith in a loving and compassionate God. The constant prayers, comforting presence, and the wise counsel of our family and friends gradually restored our wavering faith during those difficult times. In 2018, despite having no symptoms, I was diagnosed with a prostate cancer because of family history. I immediately underwent an open radical prostatectomy. Hindi naman ako nagsisi. Kailan may mga kapit nagsisi nito? The biopsy later confirmed stage 2 cancer na pala. Ang sabi naman ng doktor, stage 1. Pero nung matapos ang operation, stage 2 na pala. By God's grace, I am a cancer survivor for 8 years now. Praise the Lord. Then in August 2021, Chip had a near-death battle with the Delta variant of COVID-19. As I stood by her side throughout her week-long confinement, I came to appreciate more deeply the true meaning of marriage vows. To love one another in sickness and in health, till death do us part. Napakahirapan lang ito. Pero siguro sa iba sa inyo, hindi mahirapan kung meron na naka-reserve pa. Pero kung wala, again, God's grace, Chip is now a COVID survivor for 5 years. Praise God.
I never considered myself Mama's favorite daughter-in-law. But whenever she became ill, she always preferred to stay with us for weeks. It was truly an honor caring for her, especially when she became bedridden. Lahat po na ng mama ni Bobby, magmula nung nag-fertile ako na ang umutusan nilang lahat. Mapa-check up sa Manila, kami kami dalawa lang, natin campaign, sunod kami kasi nandito sa ospital, gano'n na naman pag-uwi namin. Ako na rin ang bahala nag-decide. Yun nga lang, hindi pa naman binibigay ng extra pera. Pati birthday niya, ako pa rin ang pinaka-alita. Lahat ng mga tayo. Pero hindi ko man iniisip na ako ang paborito niya, kundi ako lang kasi ang available. We were in Manila for Bobby's medical treatment when we received news that Mama was being rushed to the ICU. As we returned home, we went straight to the hospital and found her in a very critical condition. We held her hands and spoke to her gently as tears began to stir down her face. Later that evening, when on our way back to the hospital, we received a heartbreaking call that Mama had already passed away. Talagang hinintay lang niya kami ni Bobby bago siya tuluyang lumisan. What made it more vivid pa yun was that she passed away. Yun nga. But that she passed away exactly a week after we commemorated Papa's birthday. The heartbreaks gradually transformed us, making us more loving towards one another, more appreciative of the efforts of others, more understanding of people's shortcomings, and more thankful to God for His countless blessings. By God's grace pa rin, Bobby fulfilled Papa's cherished dream of entering the fuel retail industry. What began as a single venture eventually branched out. Along the way, he was twice honored with the prestigious Philippine Shell Gold Retailer Award in 2011 in Cape Town, South Africa, and again in 2024 in Toronto, Canada. Looking back, we have come to realize that the greatest blessings of our lives was not that we always understood God's plan, but He taught us to trust Him completely.
Ngayon, madalas sinasabi nila, TCJ, dahil bakit kapag lumalabas pa, hindi ko pa nakita, hindi minsan ikaw ang gagawin. Bakit palaging si Mami? Sabi ko sa kanya, kasi no, nung nililigawan ko pa si Mami mo, ako lahat ng gumagas ko. Ngayon, nakasabi ko siya ang gumagas ko. Pero sabi ko sa kanya, galing din yun sa akin, siya lang ang tagahawa. Sabi na, yun talagang gawin sa akin. Part 3, a life of faith, service, and leadership. When we returned back to the Philippines, we were convinced that joining a religious organization is crucial for the nourishment and sustainment of our spirituality. And God sent us an angel, our Ninang Evelyn Mateo, who invited us to that July 5, 2008 breakfast meeting, which turned out to be God's personal appointment with us. So kayong mga naririto, malay ninyo, ito pala ang God's appointment time with you. So wala na nakakalam. As we renewed our yes to the Lord, our marriage and family life once again nagkaroon ng peace and stability. The teachings of the DCBP not only reshape our perspective on work and wealth, but also deepen our desire for personal transformation as business leaders. After all, God is the true owner of our businesses, and we are simply His stewards. Bagay na hindi namin na-realize ito nung wala kami sa DCBP. And so, we committed ourselves to giving our tithes devotedly and generously as an expression of our love and gratitude to Him.
Sa biyaya rin ni Lord, I discovered my true vocation in life, not only as Bobby's wife, but also His helpmate, prayer warrior, advisor, supporter, and when needed, His loving critic. We have had our share of differing opinions and unavoidable disagreements over family matters, business decisions, and even in our service in the DCBP. Pero sa kabila nito, patuloy na nagiging matatag ang aming pananampalataya at pagiging lingkod dahil kasama namin si Kristo sa bawat yugto ng aming buhay. Serving alongside Bobby is both an honor and a God-given privilege. However, what many people do not know is that I first went through a painful journey of personal transformation before I gained the confidence to embrace this calling. Tingnan ninyo, ninervous pa rin po ako kahit tinataas ako na. Mayroon bang pagkakagalan sinabi ni Father? Fear. When Bobby was appointed as chapter head, I was deeply distressed, not because I doubted his ability to lead, but because I doubted my capacity to stand beside him. But through his patience, understanding, and encouragement, God gradually built my confidence and prepared me for the mission He had entrusted us. The words of Mother Teresa of Calcutta says, "Service is love in action," greatly sustained me through the 9 years that Bobby served at the national level as Legal Aid.
As my term as chapter head ended, our community faced challenges that deeply tested our convictions. As the situation grew more difficult, we turned to God in earnest prayer, seeking His guidance. His answer surprised us. He uprooted us from our comfort zone. He stripped away the security we had grown accustomed to and transplanted us to visibility. Though the transition was difficult, we found inspiration in the words of Saint Francis de Sales, "Bloom where you are planted." And so we embrace our new mission wholeheartedly. By God's grace and the commitment of the members, Bukat was elevated into a full chapter only 8 months after our incorporation. Just as we began to take root, God called us once more, this time to BCBP Bulan. The mission proved even more challenging as it unfolded during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Once again, with God's grace and the dedication of the members, Bulan was elevated to full chapterhood 2 years after our incorporation. Looking back, we realized that every relocation was not a disruption, but a divine assignment. Wherever God planted us, He enabled us to bloom for His greater one.
Truly, God works in mysterious ways. In His perfect time, He dedicated our cause, and His justice prevailed. He turned our sorrow into joy, our humiliation into honor, and our appointments into reason to celebration, for celebration. Tunay ang tapat at totoo ang may kapal sa kanyang mga pangako. Our years of being uprooted were far from easy, yet by embracing each challenge wholeheartedly, we discovered that every trial was also an opportunity for growth. Those experiences strengthened our character, deepened our faith, and drew us closer to God. More importantly, they transformed us spiritually, emotionally, and personally in ways we never imagined, allowing us to become more effective instruments of God's love wherever He called us to serve.
Serving others is an honor and a God-given privilege. And so we really see to it that we enjoy whatever service befalls us. However, when President Ani Serrato proposed to extend my service as AMD, this time I humbly declined his offer, believing in my heart that it was time to exit gracefully. It was not an easy decision, as part of me strongly resisted. The decision weighed heavily on me for quite some time. Through prayer and discernment, I eventually found peace, convinced that I made the right decision. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga, ilan nga ang naging AMD na nag-serve sa tatlong presidente. At ang mag-serve sa ika-4 na presidente, wala pa sa 5 katao. Looking back, I realized that it was actually my wounded ego desperately clinging to the title and prestige of being AMD. Kaya ang demonyo talaga, mag-ingat tayo. Kahit kung magsusul ang demonyo, kahit masama, ipapalabas ng mabuti. As I concluded my service at the national level, new doors of service opened for us as officers and as marriage speakers. I am also grateful to our donation head, Bro Aaron Gaganosa, for entrusting me with the teaching ministry. In addition, after years of postponement, I now serve my second term as chairman of the Bicol Shared Retailers.
Looking back, we now realize that God is teaching us that what truly matters is not the service we hold, but the faithfulness with which Bobby and I responded to His call. In conclusion, allow me to share with you the realization of our faith journey. First, to bloom and bear fruit wherever God plants us. That is trusting His placement. Second, to be faithful whatever the circumstances. That is trusting His purpose.
Anong year yan?
And the third, to be an agent of change, one step at a time. That is trusting His timing. Tunay nga dito sa BCBP, si Cristo ang bida sa kwento ng ating buhay. Muli po, ako po si Chief Butasyon Habagan. Thank you and God bless everyone.
Looking back, we now realize that God was never merely building our career or our businesses. He was building our character. Every dream, every trial, every blessing, and every setback became part of His loving plan to teach us faithfulness, humility, and a heart for service. Indeed, when we entrust our lives completely to God, He writes a story far more beautiful than anything we could have imagined. In closing, allow me to share again with you our favorite Bible verse from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5, which is the recurring theme of our love story. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Again, I am Bobby Abata. Thank you and God bless.
Dahil pumpagana. Yes. Lakol na giling.